Okay, so it's Saturday. Tomorrow is actually the last time that I'm going to be playing drums at my church. So today we have choir rehearsal. Haven't played in a while, so this will be interesting. Kind of some complicated songs, but we'll get through it like we always do. Always looking forward to serving at church. Hopefully this is something that I can continue in my next location, but yeah, let's get it.
All right, we're gonna go back to that first song at the end. Make sure you get hit and transition to the next song.
Overflow, turn it around, open the windows of heaven, pour out a blessing we cannot contain. Let it rain, oh, somebody shout, let it rain.
Okay, so another great week. So this week, in terms of my running, it's going down, shorter distances. So last week it was 18 miles for the week. This week is going to be 11. So obviously I'll be focused more on pace, cadence, and just of course how I'm running. You know, just checking my foot placement, just making sure everything is like on point. I'm starting to feel more like myself again in terms of my body and just how it's responding to the workouts. This is day, I want to say 8 of 75 hard. It's been going really well. Been knocking out the workouts, the water, clean eating, the reading. So I haven't really talked much about 75 hard, so I'll just kind of go over that. So 2 workouts today. Obviously one has to be outside. For me, it's usually my run, but whenever it's not a run day, because right now I'm at 4 days a week for running, those other days I usually do just a walk. So that's pretty much how I go about it. But the workouts have been going pretty well. I usually go to the gym for the second one and either get like some weight training in or ride the bike or just, you know, something. One of the cheat codes that I did find is those days, especially when like my cardio is high, I'll usually just get on a bike and read my book. And that's, to me, one of those good like 2-for-1 those type of situations. So just to let y'all know, I am reading Atomic Habits. It's really good, man. I'm not too much of like I'm gonna follow this person's plan to the T, but it's definitely one of those good books where it kind of helps you to tweak, how you form habits and also how you break them. One of the most recent lessons that I learned is, there's a difference between motion and action. Motion is a lot of like planning. It's a lot of, talking and, I'm gonna, do this and that. But the action is when the rubber meets the road, So, for example, with me running, the motion for me was like, okay, I'm gonna find a half marathon, maybe even buy it, start a plan, whatever, which those are all the things that I did. But when I really started taking action, getting new shoes, trying to find ways to like get excited about running, and then of course sticking to the plan, even when there's those days where you just don't want to run. Like that's always the case, especially like right now. Like as you can see, it's almost 9 and it's getting to like that 80, 90 degree weather, and living in Texas, it's easy to be like, oh nah, I'm not gonna run today, or I'm not gonna run outside because it's too hot. But I mean, you gotta do it, because at some point there's gonna be times where it's just not convenient, and those are the times where I feel like you get that exponential growth. Those are the times where the results really stick out. I'm always, in a situation where, maybe I'm running and it's super hot and I'm not hitting those times that I want. But, you're training your body to push through those uncomfortable situations. So in situations like that, like, it is what it is. You figure out a way to get through it, and then it's good. Yeah, 75 hard has been pretty good. Just getting my body back to where I like to be functional. I like to, be able to do different things and not feel super exhausted or whatever. I mean, the 2 workouts is hard, and it does leave you pretty tired, but it forces you to like get stuff done and just take advantage of the time that you have. Even on those days where you're starting late, like it pushes you to that point where it's like, okay, like I don't want to do this, but let me just do it so I can get it out of the way. There's no more like negotiation, like, I'll do it tomorrow, because 75 hard, if you don't complete the task for the day, you start back over, and I ain't trying to start over, But yeah, today we got a series of times to hit. It'll be a nice warm up, and then it'll be an 800 at a particular pace, and then a 400, then a 200, and then there'll be, reps of each. Don't know who this is. Okay, so as you know by now, this content thing, when it comes to fitness for sure, is very spotty with me still, so bear with me. There'll obviously be more sophisticated footage as we move forward. I was slightly fast. I wasn't too far off, but I definitely understand how important it is to lock in at a pace at certain times, because particularly with a half marathon, what I'm trying to run is basically going to get me at a 908, 909 pace per mile. That may feel slow for like a mile or two, but after that it just starts to wear on you. So just getting used to understanding how to push the pace and slow it down without going too fast or too slow. But all in all, it was a good run. It actually felt pretty good today, so I wasn't dying like the last one that I did out here. So now we're gonna leave here, take a shower, get dressed, and see what the rest of the day holds. Okay, today is the packing day. The moving company's gonna come in today, do some packing, and tomorrow this house is gonna be empty. The journey to my next place is happening rapidly. Pretty happy also because someone is moving into my home once I leave here, so it'll be taken care of. So I'm thankful for that. Everything is working out with my new place, so it's looking pretty good. So as you can see, my house is mostly packed. Next week I'm gonna be hitting the road, headed back to the east. I'm very excited, of course. Looking forward to this next step. I always get anxiety during these times of moving because it just takes so much, but I feel pretty good this time. The natural emotions of starting over and doing things like that. It'll be nice because I'm going somewhere that I've been before. I'll be close to the family. It'll be much different than what I've experienced in my job for the past 2 years. So it's a much needed change of pace for sure, but I'm looking forward to it. This is also the last night that I get to sleep in my bed for a while. So gotta make this one count. Okay, so it's Wednesday again, so long run. Not really that long today. It's like 3 1/4. Kind of tired, but I'm feeling good in my body. Obviously my legs are a little shot, but been getting some good work in, so we're gonna get this run and go from there. Super humid today, man. Okay, why am I breathing like this? Okay, all right, about to kick it off, man. Let's get to it. I look at my new shades, yo. This little Amazon special 3-pack. I like how they look. It's my first run in them, so we're gonna see what they own. All right. First mile down on my second one. Feeling pretty good. It's at like a 9:22. Good weather. Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Second mile down. Feeling pretty good. 9:29. Gotta finish strong. Cool little run this morning. All right, run complete. Little 30-minute jog. Feeling pretty good. Legs are burning. They're actually loading my house today, so it's gonna be a big day for the movement. But yeah, time to go shower and get this house ready. So today's my last official day in my house. Feels interesting. Obviously, I've gone through this process plenty of times. I wouldn't say this feels different, but I'm taking the time to feel how it feels. I definitely conquered everything I needed to conquer while I was here. I got the experiences and the knowledge and networking that I needed to do while I was here. Met some incredible people, some people that'll be in my life for probably forever. It's been a good journey. This was my first time owning a home as well, so that part of the process was really dope. I turned 30 while I was here. I was technically out of town, but I was living here. It's been good, man. Definitely looking forward to the next step. Looking forward to more challenges. Just continue to set new goals for myself. I think that's the biggest thing, especially now at this point in my life where I've achieved a lot, and I think it's time to start thinking about the next thing to tackle, and then the thing after the next thing, just to keep that mentality. But feels good. Definitely surreal, but it's happening.